Item number 6193. Containment class, Euclid. Special containment procedures. Stores in North America and Oceania are to be monitored, and any appearance of SCP-8058 is to be purchased or seized. A box of SCP-8058 has thus far consistently contained exactly 1,500 instances of the item, and agents are tasked to retrieve all of them, including their individualized packaging. Instances of SCP-8058 are permitted for use by Foundation personnel for non-anomalous electrical appliances, provided each instance is formally documented. Spent instances are to be sealed in the dedicated biohazard dump at Site 633, Leon. Description: SCP-8058 is a collection of over 2,600,000 1.2-volt batteries, each independently packed in transparent plastic packaging with a brown cardboard back. Each battery has the words "The Factory" printed on it, and is filled with 0.3 milliliters of human blood. Footnote 1. Approximately 0.6% of all instances are filled with bile. 0.2% of instances are filled with aqueous humor. At least 45 instances are filled with cerebrospinal fluid. These all function identically to those filled with blood. 7 instances of SCP-8058 have been discovered filled with urine, but these do not function in any way, rather than a typical electrolyte liquid. Instances of SCP-8058 function for 3 months after they are purchased, regardless of how much they are used in this period. Instances of SCP-8058 forcefully seized do not activate until they are traded for money. Instances of SCP-8058 begin to leak and rapidly rust after activation, regardless of use. After exactly 91 days, SCP-8058 instances invariably break apart. Unmarked boxes of SCP-8058 appear during shipments to grocery stores and consumer electronics stores in Mexico, the southwestern United States, and New Zealand. Investigations have been unable to determine the origin of these shipments. Though shipments of SCP-8058 are often reported and easily intercepted, it is believed that at least 200,000 instances of SCP-8058 remain uncontained. The backing carton of each SCP-8058 package is handwritten with permanent marker. Most of these packages are covered entirely by illegible scribbles, but some instances have some legible writing on them, as documented in Addendum 01. Addendum 8058-1. Variations of SCP-8058 packaging by order of documentation. Transcript includes translations of Spanish where necessary. Item 1. Intelligible scribbles. Nearly all packaging only bears this type of content. For the currently incomplete catalog of scans, please access the Site 7 database. Item 2. Help me. Help. Variations of calls for aid and panic are the second most common message type, constituting up to 0.1% of all instances. Item 3. Shackles hurt. Item 4. The monsters don't care what we write? SP. Only known reference to potentially anomalous entities. Item 5. Here. Image is hypothesized to represent a set of 3 hills. No such geological feature has been identified. Item 6. Day 9? Ortiz still insists his father will save us. How can you hold on to hope? SP. Item 7. Yun stopped writing for them. SP. Item 8. Why? The first of only 38 instances discovered to be written fully in English. Item 9. Fuck you. Only instance discovered in Korean. Item 10. Fountain or Sorf. Contains an illustration of an individual. Item 11. Yun's back. Her legs were crushed into stumps. SP. Item 12. R.I.P. Ortiz. 3 variations of this text have been discovered in total. Item 13. My wrists hurt so much. SP. Item 14. Good battery 2 cents. 24 similar packagings were discovered in the same batch. Addendum 8058-2. On December 4, 2023, a Spanish-language document was discovered in an SCP-8058 shipment. A translation is provided. Maria carried this napkin on her, and Ortiz lent me this pen. I am thankful to them as we do not have many personal items left. Of course, the monsters would have taken these and incinerated them soon anyway. Ortiz thinks I'm crazy that I am willing to write anything still, but maybe these words will reach someone if the packaging doesn't. It is the only subversive thing I can think of doing. There is nothing else to do during the free hours. Maria says the factory of death is in an infinite, red, hilly desert. No one else has seen the outside. We woke up here. The walls are thick in metal, the lighting artificial and wrong. It keeps us awake always. The smells are chemical, but there is no runoff. All the fluids from the source are used. We are alone for 4 hours each day. We must be silent and work the rest. The shackles are only removed when the crusher is used. Arla was. Emilia says she was here years before my group came. Her wrists are shattered, but she writes in any way she can. I do not have the resilience. I may sign up as a source. It is better. I sometimes hear screams from beyond the walls. The food, we do not talk about the food. Please save us. Please save us. Please save us. End of transcription. The description of the facility has not been matched to any building. Additional resources for full documentation and digitization of SCP-8058 packaging is pending. Site.
Redacted.
Director approval. Addendum 8058-3. Between June 2 and June 13, 2020, 37 individuals were reported missing in Sonora, Mexico. In January 2024, the body of one of these individuals. Footnote 2. Simeon Perez, born 2001, was discovered in a narrow crevice in the Red Cliffs National Conservation Area, Utah. The body was fully drained of all its blood, likely extracted from the 11,950 punctures on the body. The body was cleanly shaven throughout. Both of its wrists were broken and the wrist muscles were torn completely. The body was also missing its eyes, though these may have been removed by scavengers before discovery. DNA tests matched the remains to the liquid in 3 of the batteries. The body is stored in cool storage in site.
Redacted.
Addendum 8584. Upon chemical analysis, the cardboard packaging is discovered to consist of a mixture of epithelial tissue, muscle tissue, and cartilage. Chemical analysis of the battery casing is currently pending. Following extensive usage of SCP-8058, Level 4 authorization is no longer required.